see how it was done from start to finish using Endofoam and the Duraderm finishing system. You shouldn't have too many questions at this point, but you can get an idea of what kind of quality you can provide to the patient without spending tremendous amounts of time and investment in material cost. A big question we've had is, how do you manage a shuttle lock, since suction is such a popular thing these days? And we found a very easy way to do it. This happens to be a fill-hour shuttle lock that has been installed inside the EndoFlex prosthesis very easily in this conical region. The way we do it is we shallow the button until it's going to be underneath the cover somewhere. Then you smear this whole area and seal it with Vaseline. And then just finish the prosthesis as you would normally. What will happen is the Vaseline will prevent any foam from getting into the shuttle lock housing or componentry, and also act as a permanent lubricant for this mechanical device. And what's nice about it is when you finish the prosthesis, the foam cover and skin will actually bury the shuttle lock into the system, so you don't see it, but you can very easily feel it through the prosthesis, which ends up giving the patient a tremendous advantage because you don't want this button showing. A quick review. Okay. Just a quick review of the materials that we used in this project. This is the first part. This is Endofoam and the finishing molds. With Endofoam, you can create a finished foam cover in 15 minutes with a material cost of $5 per application. The finishing molds are available in 7 sizes left and right, which would give you a complete kit of 14 pieces that you can use for probably 90% of your patient population, if not more. In some cases, when you can't get a mold to fit right on a prosthesis, we find it easier to create a custom-made finishing mold and then put the patient's name on it so that we have it reusable for every time we make a new prosthesis for this patient. The finishing molds are very flexible, 3/32 polyethylene, and can be reused just about indefinitely. Okay, the next product is Duraderm. Using this material, you can apply your own attractive, durable skins in 20 minutes at a material cost of approximately $15 per application. The Duraderm comes also kind of thick in the pink can, and you would use the thinner to thin it out approximately 5:1, Duraderm to thinner. And you can also use whatever conventional pigments you prefer to color match it to whatever your patient's color is. What else on Duraderm we wanted to mention? Oh yes, your best results are going to be achieved if you use a pressure pot and spray gun. You also can paint it on or dip the material, but we find that by spraying it with a pressure pot, you're going to get your optimum results and maximum control over the texture of the prosthesis to create the most attractive looking prosthesis. Another product that we've developed at the Orthoremedy is a product called the Neocup. We found that everyone is using neoprene suspensions, test belts, and copies of test belts for above-knee amputees, and we wondered why no one has really developed a real good suspension in neoprene for the BK amputee. So what we did was marry new materials to an old-style, very effective suspension mechanism. This is the Neocup. This area in here is a non-elastic laminated material to inside 1/4-inch neoprene. So this helps to create a good suspension over the patella, as the old cup suspension used to, and still does if it's fitted properly. But we added a few other details to this Neocup that make it work even better. Of course, we opened the patella to allow better range of motion. We also opened it posteriorly to allow better range of motion, so that this way this neoprene surface doesn't migrate down and the patient isn't constantly lifting it up when they get up out of a chair. Also, if you notice, there are additional bar tacks here, so that if you want to give it more range of motion, you can cut this out without the material fraying. Also, there's an additional bar tack on the top, so that if you wanted to shorten the whole system, you can do that without the product fraying. Another addition we put on it was these little discs here are Velcro discs that come with an adhesive Velcro material stuck underneath it, so that after you fit it, you pull it down, peel it up, and peel away the adhesive Velcro, and now you have a solid mechanical attachment to the prosthesis, so that the whole Neocup doesn't slide around and shift out of place. The Neocup is a very inexpensive sundry. It's priced at $29.95 currently, and it comes in a Ziploc bag so you can take them out and size them, and you may have to put them back in the bag if the size isn't appropriate. They are sized by femoral supracondylar circumference, so that this way you're sure that in this region here you're getting a maximum suspension. Okay, another product that we have developed here at the Orthoremedy, which we found to have tremendous success in laboratories doing a lot of thermoplastic forming, is a material called Tefloglass. This is a Teflon-coated fiberglass porous weave type material. And the big word is porous. If you notice, when you put plastic in the oven, it will generally seal around the edges and then trap air pockets in between, so that you're constantly opening the oven door, changing your temperature, lifting the material, and getting all those air pockets out. Since this material is porous, if you can see it up there, you can actually see light through it. Since it's porous, what happens is as the plastic heats up in the oven, the air passes right through the material and prevents you from having to lift it up and shake out air pockets. This is going to give you much more uniform heat and much more efficient vacuum forming also, because what it'll do is leave a very, very slight imprint on the back of the material, which actually helps to improve the vacuum forming efficiency. And this material is available by the foot, and it measures 42 inches? 42 inches wide, and it's on a roll by the foot, so you can get it as long as you like. And it's inexpensive, and it'll also last approximately 1 year in an oven if you handle it properly. That means don't overheat, don't be burning your material, because we don't want to be doing that in this industry anyway.
Tom, Mrs. Smith is here. She's ready to pick up her prosthesis.
Did you finish lunch yet?
She sure did.
Oh, good. Okay, it's ready. I hope you've enjoyed this very low-budget film. Our intention when producing it was to give you a live demonstration on how to properly utilize these fine Orthoremedy products so that you can win, 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 and your patients can too. To place an order, please call 1-800-662-7993, or if you have any other further technical questions, you can reach us at that number as well. Thank you, and good night. When we come apart, we wanted to.
Okay, I guess that's it.